Prime Minister Modi on Saturday, October 3rd, inaugurated the world's longest tunnel, which is above 10,000 feet. It is named after former Indian Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. This tunnel is considered to be strategic because it reduces the distance between Manali in Himachal Pradesh and Leh in Ladakh by 46 km and the travel time by 4 to 5 hours. The total length of this tunnel is 9.02 km. It is built in the Pir Panjal range of Himalayas at an altitude of 3000 meters above the sea level. As you know, Himalayas are divided into 4 parts. The first one is the Trans-Himalayas, which is also called Tibetan Himalayas. Then comes the Greater Himalayas, in Hindi we call it Himadri. And then Lesser or Middle Himalayas, in Hindi we call it Himachal. And at the end we have the Shivaliks or the Outer Himalayas. Pir Panjal range is part of the Middle Himalayas or Lesser Himalayas or Himadri. Here is Himachal Pradesh. Then here is Manali. Manali is a high altitude Himalayan resort town in Himachal Pradesh. The Beas River flows through this town. Since it is a higher altitude Himalayan region, obviously you can expect snow. Now from Manali we have to locate Rohtang Pass. It is some 50 to 55 km north of Manali. Rohtang Pass or Rohtang La means a mountain pass. Basically it's a road that cuts through mountains and takes you to Ladakh. As you can see, this white portion in the map, it's a huge mountain block. This is the Pir Panjal mountain range. And if you look at this road, which is also called the Leh-Manali highway, it passes through the Rohtang Pass. Basically this much of the road that cuts through the mountains, in other words, what looks like a scary zigzag road is called Rohtang La. So from Manali to reach Rohtang La, it will take you 2 to 3 hours. And once you reach the Pir Panjal mountain range, you then need to cross Rohtang La, which is this much stretch of the road that passes through the mountains. In winter, this much of road remains closed, but it is open from June to October for motor vehicles. Rohtang Pass is at an elevation of 13,054 feet or 3,978 meters and Manali is at 2,050 meter. That means the land elevation is increasing towards the northern direction. That also indicates the existence of a big mountain, which is basically the Pir Panjal mountain range. And once you cross the Rohtang Pass, the land elevation again reduces. Not as much as Manali, but it reduces compared to the elevation of Rohtang Pass. You see, the Rohtang Pass ends near Gramphu. After that, Khoksar, it is the first village and gateway to Lahaul Valley. And if you look at the elevation of this village, it is situated at an altitude of 3140 meter. That means from Rohtang Pass to Gramphu, it is a steady descent. So anyhow, imagine driving along this scary looking zigzag road that goes up and down. It is quite fun in terms of looking at the landscape, but it is also tiring and exhausting, and it takes a lot of time to cover this distance. So to reduce this travel time, the Atal Tunnel is made. Again, let's get back to the town of Manali. From Manali, when you reach the village of Palchan, the road that runs along the Beas River towards the northwestern direction will lead to the Atal Tunnel. It is also known as Rohtang Tunnel. On your right hand side, if you look at this road, this is the old regular Leh-Manali highway. But on your left side, this road ends at this point. From here you don't see any further road because the road is in the form of a tunnel and it goes right under this big piece of mountain block that you see. And it connects with the Leh-Manali highway on the other side. This is the south portal of the Atal Tunnel and this is the north portal of the Atal Tunnel. After crossing the tunnel and getting out through the northern portal, you will have to cross the Chenab River by getting on a bridge. So there is a bridge on both south and north portal of this tunnel. So basically the Atal Rohtang Tunnel has been carved through the belly of the Pir Panjal mountain range. If we look at the strategic importance of this tunnel, they are: it is a 9 km long tunnel, making it world's longest highway tunnel above the altitude of 10,000 feet. Now this tunnel will remain open all throughout the year. It's an alternative route to the old road. Otherwise, if you look at the old road, it remains shut for 6 months during winters. This tunnel will also provide an all-weather connectivity to our troops stationed in Ladakh. It will also be a boon to the residents of the Lahaul and Spiti Valley who remain cut off from the rest of the country in winters for nearly 6 months due to heavy snowfall. The tunnel will reduce the distance between Manali and Leh by some 46 km. A journey from Manali to Lahore and Spiti Valley, which normally takes around 5 hours to navigate, would now be completed in little over 10 minutes. Now let's look at some of the features of this tunnel. They are: the tunnel provides a telephone every 150 meters, fire hydrant every 60 meters, emergency exit every 500 meters. Then there are turning cavern, which is broad road space every 2.2 kilometer. Then it also has air quality monitoring system every 1 kilometer. After that, it also has broadcasting system and automatic incident detection system with CCTV cameras every 250 meters. So overall, this tunnel holds strategic importance to both public as well as military, especially in view of what's happening currently between India and China in Ladakh. I hope you found this video informative. Thanks for watching it, and I'll see you in the next one.